Yo, what is up, guys? So today I'm bringing you my Week 7 battle against Damos for the Hive. Now, this matchup was basically the match of the season because, well, it was supposed to be the match between two undefeated players. I was 6-0 before this, but Damos did lose in Week 6, so he was 5-1. Um, but yeah, either way, it was between first and second place. Basically, whoever won this pretty much has first place guaranteed. Not mathematically guaranteed, but it's just very, very likely. But yeah, let's get right into the matchup and the build. So obviously this guy has a lot of threats. Zardex, Terrakion, Superior, Greninja, loads of offensive threats, and then he has a good defensive mons with Yuxi, Togetic, Rotomosh, even Snorlax, I guess, Metagross. Metagross can like kind of do both, I guess. But yeah, I start off with Tangrowth because nothing else really walls Superior. Heatran gets hidden power grounded, and this thing basically walls Superior for days. And Greninja. The only way Greninja was breaking through this was like with Specs Ice Beam, which did 2-hit KO. But if it was that set and I see the damage, I can just double to Slowking, get the health back with regen, the regen core, and then yeah, double to Slowking, and obviously it would do nothing. And yeah. So, between Tangrowth and Slowking, I had Greninja checked easily, same for Superior. And yeah, basically, the move, Giga Drain, obviously just a nice stab for Greninja, Terrakion, Rotomosh. Sludge Bomb was for Superior, that way I don't actually, I actually beat it. Same for Togetic, because if I knock off the Eviolite, Sludge Bomb, think it 2 kills, or it comes very close, and with the poison chance, I'm just gonna break through anyway. And lastly, Bulldoze was basically ensured that I wasn't set up for the full Mega Charizard X, because obviously I reduced the speed, and that way opening your Thunders can just prevent you. Next up was Slowking, mainly because of Terrakion. This thing hard walls Terrakion with this set. But also, it just gives me a switch into Zardex throughout the battle. It wasn't like my first check with Zardex, and that was Quagsire. Quagsire can drop to Hidden Power Grass if he decides to bring that. So Slowking just gave me the extra insurance, Scald is just Scald, don't even have to explain that. It just hits Terrakion and just the burn chance. Dragon Tail was for, well, basically since this can't do a KO Zardex anyway, I have to Dragon Tail, like that way I can phase it out. Same for like something like Curselax, because that could be quite a problem. Thunder Wave, basically was my best way of like nerfing Zardex, and you could probably switch in like Greninja to this, or and that way I could just Thunder Wave it, and then after Thunder Wave, Greninja is significantly less threatening. Slack off. So next up was Quagsire, the number 1 Zard check. And it gave me extra insurance against Terrakion because with Slowking checking Terrakion and Zardex, it could easily get overwhelmed. He could bring like Z Stone Edge Terrakion or Z Exeter, and that's going to do huge damage. So Terrakion gave me the extra insurance against both of them. Also walled like in every, Snorlax here, Metagross as well. So yeah, Earthquake was just stab, beats Terrakion, Zardex, hits everything else. Toxic hits like Rotomosh, anything that's not an Earthquake target basically. Recover, and Encore, like if he has Curselax, I can switch into that and just Encore, and then just beat it, knock it into Curse and Earthquake away. But it also prevents like he could do something like stay in regular form with Charizard and then start Dragon Dancing. And that obviously I can't Earthquake it that way. But Encore locks it into Dragon Dance, and then I can just do whatever. So yeah, these three, Tangrowth, Slowking, Quagsire, they had like all of his offensive all of his offensive threats checked. Sorry. Yeah, because Tangrowth, Superior, Greninja, Slowking, Terrakion, Zardex, Metagross, Snorlax even. Quagsire, same story. It just gives me the extra insurance. Yeah, another thing was Zardex can break through Slow King after one Dragon Dance, or even like SD Outrage or something like that. So yeah, since I had all these offensive checks, like offensive threats checked, I just focused on my own offense, my own conditions. And first one was Mamosine. Firstly because it lays rocks, which is good against his team because he has a Zardex and Togetic, which was very likely to come as the Lopunny check because Palossand could check Lopunny, but he has a very bad matchup against my team with the Hydreigon, Mamosine, Slowking, Tangrowth, Grass Knot, Thundurus, and I figured there's no way he brings that. Luxie has no recovery, and Weezing has no recovery either, and yeah, same story as Palossand, it's a bad matchup. But Togetic can roost, and it can wall other things like Hydreigon, so I figured he's definitely going to bring that one. And yeah, this thing basically destroys Togetic. Destroys his whole team really, obviously. He has no switch-ins with Freeze Dry. What this spread does is basically it ensures that Knockoff and Freeze Dry always want a KO Rotom, no matter what the says. And the rest was in speed, just to reliably get the jump on Rotom and Yuxi, and yeah, because this thing wasn't outspeeding any of his offensive stuff anyway, and I don't see Metagross running like max speed anyway. So yeah, yeah, I didn't want to go for Ice Shard. I did have that at first, but basically the main thing it was doing was getting superior, but Tangrowth walled that for days. And I did have Lopunny as well to revenge kill, so I wasn't that like worried about it. And basically what this did is blow through Rotom Wash, blow through any Togetic set, and yeah. So next up was Thundurus. One because of Defog, because he has T-Spikes Weezing, Spikes Greninja, Stealth Rock. So a lot of hazards there, which could be very threatening. And this thing just basically prevented that with the Prankster Defog, makes it very reliable. Z-Focus Blast was mainly for Zardex, that way it doesn't wall me, doesn't I don't become set up for it. Also, he also got like Superior, and I guess Snorlax. Grass Knot was for Palossand. We got 120 BP on Terrakion as well, so very close to 1 KOing, and Thunderbolt was for everything else. Yeah, but so this coverage, these three moves like covered his whole team. And last, as always, Mega Lopunny, because yeah, I mean, why would I ever not bring this Pokemon? It just outspeeds all of his offense. It just cleans up very easily, and Togetic, once I knock off the Evil Eye or just weaken it, this thing is just gonna blow through his whole team. Yeah, it's a set standard dual priority for like one, because I really didn't have like much else to bring. I could go like Toxic or something, but I saw like Yuxi and Togetic, both of them get Heal Bell, so I figured it's not going to be useful at all. And Low Kick, basically it hit Terrakion for 120 BP, hit Metagross for 120 BP, and Snorlax and Palossand for 120 BP as well. So basically anything that I'd use a fighting move on, Low Kick got 120 BP on it. So yeah, it was just better than High Jump Kick or anything else. The speed EVs, obviously they jump Greninja, but they also outspeed Scarf Metagross. I know there's like a 0% chance he ever brings a set like that, just looking at my team, but I'll just go in like extra safe, because yeah, I mean, I could have just went like this, that outspeeds Greninja, but I really don't gain much. I just get some extra bulk, but yeah, that's not gonna help much. So I figured might as well just go for that benchmark, just in case. So anyway, let's just get right into the team. Right into the battle. So yeah, his team was pretty much exactly what I expected. He got the Togetic for Lopunny, and then pretty much all of his offense with a Rotom Wash, I assume, for Defog, and just an extra like Mamosine check. But obviously I did bring Freeze Dry. Yeah, so let's just get right into it. This was kind of a good matchup looking at it. And I lead, yeah, he leads Togetic as I lead Tangrowth. I lead Tangrowth because he has a good matchup versus pretty much everything except Zardex, but I have Slowking and Quagsire in the back, so if he did lead that, I could easily switch into one of them. So I immediately go for the knockoff because I want this Eviolite gone, that way Lopunny can just win so that was my #1 priority. He goes for Toxic and misses. I get also, so I'm quite lucky there, but he does get the Toxic on me later, so it didn't matter too much. And now I go to Mammoth Line on the Toxic because yeah, I don't want Tangrowth to be poisoned because I need it for Superior and Greninja. And Mammoth Line obviously beats this, so yeah. I made the very obvious play here and go for the Ice move. He does bring in a Rotomosh, and Freeze Ray just blows that back. Very easy to KO there. And so I just Freeze Dry again as he goes to Charizard. Yeah, he just wanted to keep the Rotom, I guess. Yeah, so I want my Mammoth Line because I can get rocks up later and I can break like other things. So I just made this switch to Slowking. Yeah, Slowking is always going to be my first switch into this because it gets Regenerator and it doesn't just drop you Hidden Power Grass. So I go for T-Wave here, Thunder Wave, just in case he stays in, because I don't know, he could be a weird set. He could be like SD and then, you know, try go for that, or you know, he could just be Toxic and, you know, put me on a timer. Because some of the test games I did, people did bring like those kind of sets, and they weren't scared of Slowking. So I go straight for the Thunder Wave as he goes to Rotom. So yeah, momentum back in his favor. Now here I make a I regret this play because yeah, he can Volt Switch, but Volt Switch is not even close to a 2 KO on Slowking. I can just easily regen that health back. So I could have just stayed in and Scalded or something, but I was scared of like you know, Pain Split or something. So I go to Mammoth Line expecting the Volt Switch, but he goes for Hydra, makes a Predict and misses. So, you know, that was absolutely huge. I'm not gonna deny that. Very lucky there, because this allows me to get Stealth Rock up as I get up right here and sack off my Mammoth Line to the Hydro Bomb. So now I go to Thunderous because that way I prevent Defog, because Lopunny didn't kill at this range. And the reason I go for Z Focus here is because Thunderbolt was it could kill, but it was a very high roll, like I think like max roll. So, you know, I was not going to take that risk. I just want to kill this, prevent the defog, and yeah. Now he goes to Superior. Obviously I go right into my Tangrowth. He goes for the Toxic. Now what I do here is because I thought there's no way he stays in. You know, I'm Tangrowth, I'm AV, and you know, I figured it just, you know, there's no way he stays in on Tangrowth. Like, what are you actually gonna do? So I was fearing the Togetic coming in, and that way he can defog, and I make a double to Thunderous, predicting the Togetic, but he just stays in and leaf storms. I'm not sure why he did that. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was a predict, maybe he thought he could just stay in and win or something. But yeah, so I'm in trouble now. So and I want to keep Thunderous healthy because it does match up well versus like Terrakion and Togetic. So I go back into my Tangrowth. Also, this Thunderous, the best thing you could do to Superior was Focus Blast, and that's unreliable, obviously. So I go back to Tangrowth. Leaf Storm, with the boost he has now, he does break through with all these boosts. So I go for Sludge Bomb. That was the main roll, by the way. That 49, 48, that was the main roll. I thought it was bulky, but then when I calculated, it was an absolute main roll. And yeah, he just breaks off. He breaks my Tangrowth now, obviously, because he's at max special attack. So my best play here is to go to Lopunny. Yeah, Return could kill here, but it was a roll. Yeah, I roll in my favor because it was quite low, but you know, I'm not going to take that risk because if it doesn't kill, he just literally wins. Like, he's going to break Thunderous and my Waters. So, you know, I had to fake out just to ensure the KO. And yeah, he goes to Togetic. Fake out does 20, so his fake out is doing 20. Return should kill, and I count this. Return was, but I get the absolute min roll. I count this, and 44 was the absolute min roll. Absolute min roll. So yeah, I guess he's getting some justice. I guess. Yeah, I don't think it's as big as the Stealth Rock, but it is some justice in his favor. Yeah, so the min roll, allows him to go for roost, and obviously I'm not going to stay in now because I can't break it. So I go to Thunderous, he roost again, get back to full health, and I just go for Thunderbolt. Switches in his Superior. The next one doesn't kill because of leftovers, so I have to go for Focus. Now, I missed the Focus Blast, 1. And I go for it again. As he goes to Zardex, I guess. Don't know what he was predicting there. But yeah, I go for Focus Blast again and I miss again. So that's that's a bit of what's it called? That happened to my opponent last week, Bill. He missed 2 Focus Blasts and now I missed 2 Focus Blasts. But yeah, for Damos, he's getting even more justice here with the 2 Focus Blast missed and the absolute mineral. Yeah, so I can't stay in on Zardex because my Z is gone, so I'm not gonna break this at all. He does go for Roost, and I just go for a safe Scald here. Yeah, because I feared like maybe he'd bring Togetic in, and I'd rather Scald than go for Thunder Wave, I guess. But he goes for Greninja, so T-Wave would have been better. He reveals Air Blue and Greninja. That's a weird to say it, but he did tell me after the battle is for Mamoswine. That way he can spikes on it or something, or just beat it, switch in. But I was freeze dry anyway, so it's not gonna do much. So obviously fearing the Dark Pulse or anything like that, I go into my Lopunny. Yeah, trying to predict the Dark Pulse, but he goes for spikes. So I just go for return, because at that range return did kill, and it too killed Togetic if it did switch in. So this dies now. And yeah, so here he brings the Terrakion. Now, if he was Scarf and he goes for the close combat, I lose the game 100% guaranteed, because Superior is gonna beat my Slowking and Quagsire, and Thunderous is gonna die as well. So I had to play extremely safe, because if he was Scarf, I just auto lose. So I go for Slowking, as he predicts that, and doubles to Superior. Now I just realized right now as I'm recording, I switched out first. That means I'm faster. But in the battle, I did not know that. So when it does come in later, I still think it's Scarf, but I should have paid attention to that. In my defense, it was like 5 AM. I was very tired. But yeah, he goes Superior. I'm not gonna stay in here. I do need Slowking. I just sack off the Thunderous, because Thunderous is the most useless at this point. Assuming he was Scarf Terrakion and whatever. And yeah, so I go to Lopunny, go for the low kick, because it did kill at this range, and if it was ballsy and went to Terrakion or the return, that would be a problem. So I go for low kick. He goes to Zardex and that dies to low kick and return. And now he goes back to Terrakion. Now me, being stupid, still think it's Scarf, even though it's not. Since I know that I switched out first, I go to Slowking. And yeah, he rock polishes. Now I know that it's not Scarf, even though I should have known before. And yeah, he does reveal the ZXs are almost kills me, but I do live. I go for the Scald, and then he kills me off. Now I have to go to Quagsire obviously, because I can't, Actually, could have just faked out, couldn't I? Yeah, I could have just went to Lopunny and fake out and quick attack, and then just preserve the 2-0. Yeah, so I played this bad. I'm not happy with how I played this, because the Lopunny could just fake out and then could have preserved the differential. But yeah, I go to Quagsire. Now he goes to I kill off with Earthquake, and now he goes to Superior. I Encore here just in case he's like Synthesis or anything weird. That way he can't win, but he's not. And yeah, then Lopunny just cleans up. So Lopunny, as usual, just going ham. Now I am not happy with the way I played that. I should have known. I switched out first from the Terrakion, so I should have known it was not Scarf. And you saw right there, I should have just faked out the Terrakion and preserved the differential. So if I knew the Terrakion was not Scarf, this would have been a 3-0, but it's a 1-0 instead. Now, in my defense, it was like 5 AM, I was very tired. But yeah, Damos is 10 hours ahead of me. Our time zones are very hard. And he said he had uni and work, he was very busy, so this was like the only time we could play. And I was up today because I had to get a shed inside my house at 3 a.m. in the night. Weird delivery, I know. But yeah. So I was awake and we just decided to battle. I think I would have played. I'm not going to try to make excuses. I mean, I did win. I did get quite lucky. But even though I did miss 2 focus blasts and get a mineral on Togetic, so I wouldn't say it balanced out, but it kind of like made up for the hacks that I got. But yeah, that was a flipping great game. It was tough. I'm definitely not happy with how I played. I could have done way better. And if you do rematch, I'm gonna pay more attention, I guess. So yeah, GG to Damos. Good luck in the future rounds, and peace out.